TV umpire to director, we have a player review. Can we rock and roll, please?
Welcome to another episode. This is episode number 177 of Bits and Pieces. Yes, we are not cancelled. We are not off air. We have not disappeared. We are still here, barely hanging on. We're still losing 4-1, but we are here. All right. And here to welcome my wonderful panelists I have the one and only Brazilian football player who is visiting Dubai on a cycle. Hello, Mr. Nitin Sundar. Say hi.
Hi, PGK. This episode of Bits and Pieces is like, I don't know, Virat Kohli's 72nd century, which took like 3 years because he got 71 centuries in no time, and then for 3 years, no century. But after that, he finally got a century.
What did the Delhi Association felicitate him for? Was it his 100th test? It was for his 100th test, no?
We are already off the rails. Okay, no, actually what this feels like is, this feels like a test series. This feels like a home test series in India because we don't know if this is going to be the last one. So this is probably the last Bits and Pieces episode. We don't know. We'll find out.
Oh,
we're dying a very slow
strategy. Okay.
So basically,
so much has happened since the last episode. In fact, one of our panelists has even emigrated. Countries, continents, say hello, Mr. Tony.
DDCA fellated Virat Kohli, but Australia gave head to England.
People, can I just finish my intros that I have not prepared for? After that, we can do this garbage. Okay, fine. All right. I'll wait for Tony to come back. And of course, we have our fourth panelist, Mr. Varun Murli. Please tell us, Varun, what is the prediction for the day? And what is it that happened last week that you had already predicted some 3 months back?
Yeah, I had predicted.
For the uninitiated. You only tell, yes.
I had predicted like 4-1 England basically. Okay, now you guys interpreted it as England winning the Ashes and all that, when what I had actually predicted is that Australia would win the Ashes 4-1 basically. I had like put England alongside one.
Very good. This is like those Ashwatthama predictions. Okay? It's like, I will say it. You decide.
Very good.
Very good. Tony.
everything has come. Yeah.
Tony, you look like one new Jesus, dude. Literally, I'm not kidding. Okay, you're on white. There is a halo behind you. Okay,
Entertainment
nice.
Jesus.
You're
Awesome.
Entertainment Jesus. We made that.
Yes. Okay, last week we had Entertainment Jesus. Our third panelist, or fourth panelist, I've lost track, is now another Jesus. Okay, say hello, Tony Sebastian, who has emigrated to a new country.
So, a couple of things. One is that what I was trying to say for the longest time was that Virat Kohli was actually felicitated in 30th or 31st Jan 2025 by the Delhi Cricket Association, right? DDCA.
Yes.
On 31st January 2025. He played his 100th match in March 2022. So it was like, that is like the gap between our last episode and this.
Yeah, he was felicitated for winning IPL, no?
By DDC.
No, that
because they are inclusive.
That was after that. Anyway, but PGK, since you mentioned new country, etc., I just want to say I went and saw one test at Gabba. The other match ticket I had to was for the third day at the MCG. But just by virtue of sort of, being against England, as is human to do, it is tremendously enjoyable to watch Travis Head or Steve Smith or even karaoke if you are supporting their team. I just wanted to say this. So
yeah, I also want to say that out of the four of us, you are the one who's living in Australia, and the three of us are the only ones who have watched a day 3 at MCG.
Oh man. This is like peak England stat is that I didn't realize till yesterday that Jacob Bethel is not even English, right? He is from the West Indies,
not?
right? Like he,
Oh, really?
West Indies.
Yeah, yeah,
yeah.
yes. Yeah.
No
Azhar
mata,
Khan
no
has
mata.
taken boat and gone to see his island. Vamu will give us more. Where is Jacob Bethel from?
Really?
He is from Barbados. Barbados में झंडा
झंडा
गाड़ के
गाड़ेंगे.
like
That's why. Because I saw an interview of him. I think in Sky or someone was doing one interview of him, and in
Why
that
is
they had
Sky
asked-
interviewing people?
Sky can't interview anyone. Okay. Sky is interviewing because he wants to explain how he's defending a billion people. No, he's basically was interviewing Jacob Bethel, and Jacob.
How
Bethel
does
is
Sky hold the mic? He holds it like this. He doesn't hold it normal. Hey, आप बात करिए पीछे से.
Macha, please. 5 minutes. 2 minutes.
सामने के okay, no, never mind. Yeah. No. So Bethel says something. They ask him about how it is like batting with root or learning from root or something, and Bethel was saying that most of the time I don't even understand what he's saying. Now I understand why. Of course he doesn't understand because he's from West Indies. Okay, that accent you can't understand.
Oh.
Obviously, if it's an English accent, you
Yeah.
can't get it. No wonder.
If only he was batting with Sunil Gavaskar, he would have understood everything.
Yeah, exactly. Good.
Cool, friends. Tell us about the Ashes. 4-1. Let's clarify for VaMu's audience that it's 4-1 for Australia. A lot of things have exploded post that. Different people are in different camps. There is the Michael Vaughan who's really upset. There is the Brendan McCullum getting into like a little bit of a minor tiff with Nasir Hussain. So yeah, all the fun things are happening. But before we get into all of that, what do we think about the Ashes?
a pathetic rubbish series it was basically. Like I mean the quality of cricket was like in the olden days every 3 months we used to have one nice Sri Lanka Pakistan test series. Like it felt like watching that basically. Like rubbish cricket, both sides batted like as if they are playing some amateur stuff or like under 19
Hello.
cricket or something. What
I take serious exception to this slander of Sri Lanka Pakistan test matches from back in the day. Do you remember that test match where Waqar Yunis was hit by Sanat Jayasuriya for a first ball 6 in the third innings of a test match?
Absolutely no. Obviously,
That-
none of us remember that. None of us were watching Pakistan, Sri Lanka.
All I'm trying to say is that was some very, very good test cricket. This was not. I agree with you about that. This was
That
not.
is what Zach Crawley was trying to do off Mitchell Stark also. Hit the first ball for 6 basically.
He tried 10 times.
So Nitin, you are saying in Pakistan, Sri Lanka, there was a Shoaib Basher. In Ashes, there is not even Shoaib Bashir because poor fellow
Well played.
was in the
Well
team.
played. Yeah, I think Kartikeya Date has very succinctly summarized this Ashes, right? England were so bad in this Ashes that even Kartikeya Date cannot come up with a contrarian take, right? The most straightforward take is the true one because that is how bad they were. They basically relinquished the Ashes when they replaced Jofra Archer, who got injured, with Will Jacks. I think that is the end of the story. After that, nothing is going to happen. It is over, right? So, enough said. See, we've been watching cricket since the time. I mean, we are all big fans. You guys have made fun of me for not remembering past Ashes that have happened in Australia. Very honestly, I barely remember this Ashes that just happened in Australia because they are not worth remembering, right? There has not been a single memorable Ashes except for that one Ashes where England showed up, right? And
Okay,
caught
Nitin
Australia
Sundar,
in
let's
transition.
actually put this to the test. What was Australia's bowling attack in the first test, which was in Perth?
Hey, Mitchell Stark.
Yeah, okay.
That's all.
Stark. Then
Honestly, Mitchell Stark alone would have been enough. Only the rules wouldn't have allowed them to bowl from both ends. But Stark alone had shown up also. Travis Head could have bowled at the other end. That would have been
just
enough.
humor me, no. Humor me. Come
I
on.
really don't remember. Okay, Boland, Lyon played that test? Yeah, Lyon played that test.
Yeah, Lion played.
I have no chance in hell of remembering anything more.
Okay, PGK.
I watched maybe 2 hours of this Ashes.
No, I'm thinking Stark, Lion, Boland. They did not play Cummins, did not play Hazelwood. Did not. Yeah, then I guess it comes down to
Brandon Doggett.
Yeah,
Correct.
Nisar. Oh, Doggett.
No,
no, Neeser. It was Stark,
Correct.
Boland,
And Cam
Doggett,
Green.
and Lyon and Cam Green. who thanks to VaMu is from. Yeah, so dog it, right?
Cam Green wishes he had a career like Nitish Kumar Reddy. He wishes someday he will dream of having a career like Nitish Kumar.
No, first you tell us what is the point of this question. Yeah.
Yeah, in all seriousness, I think the only point of this Ashes for me, apart from being in Australia at the moment, is that it was basically receipt collection time for a bunch of us, right? Except for Nitin and VaMu, who were like big Bazball supporters back in the day.
Bazball supporters.
Yeah, like people would get away with saying anything like Viksit Bharat 2047. You have to wait till then to collect receipts, right? This is
No.
not that. They basically put all their eggs in this basket, saying this is the worst Australian team in 15 years. This is the best
Me?
England team. in
Wait a
15
sec.
years.
When did I ever say?
Not you,
He just
England.
told me. Now he's telling not me. What?
Wait, no. I'm saying England basically put all their eggs in this basket, saying this is the worst Australian team in 15 years.
Which is
Best
true,
English
probably.
team in-
Yeah, it is
Correct.
true.
Which is also true, probably. This was actually the best England. And the
We're
worst
talking
Australia.
after the series, now we know what the result was.
No, I'm also saying it is actually the best England team and the worst Australian team, and it is 4-1. That is the reality.
Correct.
Why
Which
are
means
people saying this
the
is
only
also
reason why they lost so badly is Bazball, basically.
No, they pre-Bazball also they used to lose like this only. No difference. Difference illa. If you go back to the Mitchell Johnson Ashes, right? You remember the Mitchell Johnson Ashes where they got blown away 5-0.
13.
Hey, 2014, da. 2014.
Okay,
See, that was an important Ashes because England had won the previous one in Australia, and people thought, hey, maybe they can get on a roll here. Australia is still kind of in transition. Actually, they were.
Sorry, one second.
Right.
England won an Ashes in Australia before that. No, I don't think they won an Ashes in
2010.
Australia. Really?
2010-11 they won.
Yeah, they did.
2010-11 they won. That was under Strauss when Cook, Peterson all came to the party, right?
No.
That was
was an
also the
Australian-
last time they'd won a test match before Melbourne this year. So
Correct. And that's when Swan did the whole, the sprinkler dance and all of that. You remember that one, right? That was a good Ashes. Like England played well in that Ashes.
So England were actually on a roll at that time. They beat India 4-0 at home.
That was a very important. England moved to number one in World Test
Correct.
Mace Championship, whatever that. Tony tables. They were number one.
They also beat India in India around that period.
Correct. Same.
Yeah.
season.
KP.
In spite of being a very fractious team where there was a lot of infighting. Basically Andy-Flower's team, right? If you remember the following Ashes, where England went, people said, oh, Australia are actually still in transition because they had not very clearly, they didn't know who their next bowling attack was. Cummins had made his debut, but then got injured, didn't play for years. Stark was wishy-washy. I think Ryan Harris was still around, whatever. And then Mitchell Johnson, second wind of Mitchell Johnson showed up and blew them away. If you go back and look at that Ashes, right? Nobody for Australia, very similar to this Ashes, hadn't scored runs. And I think nobody else scored runs. Basically, it was Haddon and a few tailenders were scoring runs for them. They were putting enough runs on the board, and then Johnson will come and blow them away. Literally the same thing happened here. Like Australia, how many people showed up in this Ashes? Basically, Stark and Head showed up, right?
Yeah,
Stark,
Steve
Head, and
Smith
Carey.
No,
That's
Steve
it.
Smith also.
Steve Smith did a little bit of dancing and all of that. That's fine.
So Nitin, but to your point also, right? It's like our first BGT win didn't count apparently because Steve Smith and Warner were not there. Right?
Correct. And the last
This
test was
time-
rained out. Or
This
something.
time also Warner was not there.
This
time Cummins did not play, so it is not counted. So England have won moral Ashes.
Hazelwood is not there. Cummins played correct third test because third test means he will win Ashes, so he can handhold Ashes
Photo
trophy.
opportunity.
Yeah. He shared it with Steve Smith, dude. I'm like, have some shame, duh. But anyway,
You know what that reminds me of? You remember we started this trend in Bits and Pieces back in the day where every episode we'll find one way to bash Ganguly. Do you remember that? So
This is why
2004
Imad Pandey joined the podcast.
Correct.
PGK is appreciative of this.
Yes, exactly. I'm appreciating this. Okay. There was a time where we were bashing cricketers that was not Ashwin. Wow, I remember. Okay,
back in the day. 2004 tour of Pakistan, the great Samjhauta series, right?
Yes.
This fellow very smartly goes and gets injured in the fifth ODI. He dives at mid-off, gets injured, happily goes back to Kolkata. Shoaib Akhtar is fucking waiting to kill these fellows in the test matches. Then they lay out flat tracks. Okay, Multan, Sehwag scores 300, kills them. Next one, somehow Umar Gul catches India napping in the second test at at first day, and Pakistan wins the test. Then Ganguly comes back for the third test on another flat track, wins the trophy, it seems. All photos using Ganguly with the trophy. Dravid was the captain for the first two test matches and scored 270 in the third test. Ganguly came, took the cup and went away quietly. Same thing only, basically, Cummins did in the third test here. That also was third test, by the way. Yeah.
So our first BGT, we only didn't count because obviously Smith and Warner were not there.
Because
But
we
for
have
this
colonial
series-
hangover.
Hey, it's okay. It's okay. So this time there was no Hazelwood at all. There was no Cummins practically. Lyon was out for one match. He didn't get picked. Filthy. He got a nickname Filthy, and then promptly came back and got injured again. So it's been like the worst Australian bowling attack in
Hands down.
hands down, right? And
Not only the bowling attack. You look at the build-up to this Ashes, right? For the last 1 year, everyone has been talking about Sam Constas. And then said, oh, Constas might not cut it, so we're going to get this other guy, McSweeney, whatever, or we're going to get like Weatherholt. Finally, who comes and opens? Travis Head. Out. He has not been in the plans for them to open at all. And then he
that's
just shows
because
up, right? Last
Khwaja
minute.
did his back, no?
Yeah.
Khwaja
correct.
did his back.
And as we all know, that happens when you play golf and because he's a lazy person. So yeah, that's why he hurt his back.
Bharat Sundaresan, aap yahan.
Hey, Nitu, today you are actually looking like Usman Khwaja. I must say.
Yes.
Dusty all looks the same to you. Bloody Australian racist.
No, is PCK, come on, back me up here. Does he
No, I
I've
do
been
back
called
you
a
up. I do
Brazilian
back you.
footballer and now I've been called Usman Khoja.
No, actually, Usman Khoja is better because you're still wearing yellow.
Of course he's better. He plays for Australia. I play for my local frisbee club. Obviously he's better.
I do agree with Tony. Tony has a point. But yeah. So yes.
Yeah, no.
Khoja
So
gets
going back to
injured.
this, can we just like first of all poke fun at Bazball for a while and look at
Tony is not that enough. Yeah.
Hey, come on. This is the only reason I've joined this podcast. I only wanted to edit this, but basically, like, I've joined just to say Bazball, ha ha ha. Like, from when they started to saying that we are saving cricket, to say it is not about winning, it is about entertainment, to saying, worst Australian team, to finally, the worst Stokes quote is something that he did, I think, multiple times after the fifth test is we want to get to a place where batting is about scoring runs, bowling is about taking wickets, and playing the sport is about winning. I'm like, day. From the beginning, it was this only. What did you think it was? Like, what is going on here?
Yeah.
No, England have had a complete shocker this series. I think, in some fairness to the English team, I think some of the whole Bazball rhetoric had kind of toned down after the India series. I would say, like when they were still going strong with it. I think some of the worst Australian side comments, etc., were coming from ex-English cricketers. I think Stuart Broad was the person who made that comment. I don't think there was anything to that tune coming out from
But
the
who made him an ex-cricketer?
English camp. No.
Yuvraj
I
Singh.
think they pulled Jimmy Anderson out, but I think Broad did retire of his own volition, basically. But they've just had an absolute shocker. I think some of the interviews that have been going around, like, and in England, that's the thing, right? I mean, pundits, like, once they get a chance, they really do, like, push the knife in, right? And I mean, McCullum has been saying stuff like we couldn't afford a fielding coach during this series because everybody was busy with franchise cricket. That's an actual quote from Brendan McCullum, that we couldn't afford a fielding coach.
Yeah. One of the things that is not spoken about on Bazball is how the backroom staff has actually been reduced,
decimated,
which is actually a strange thing.
No,
but continue. Sorry.
but this was the
What does a
this was
fielding
the
coach do, guys? Like, what is there to teach in fielding?
this is only what McCullum and Rob Key are asking to everybody. What does a fielding coach? Why do you need a fielding coach and stuff like that? I think their bowling coach
After
Tim
dropping
Saudi.
like 23 catches, I think.
Yeah, their
What do
their
you teach
bowling
people
coach.
at this level to catch catches, man? Just catch it, that's all.
Catches
They-
win
No,
matches.
I don't think it's that straightforward, because the thing is that the difference with fielding is that everyone has to field, right? And not everyone is a good fielder. So I can imagine a fielding coach doing a certain amount of...
PG.
Okay, fine. all right, all right.
Spotted in the wild.
I can imagine. Wow. Okay. Is this what it feels like
Hatchet job.
to trip over your own? This thing? Yeah, I was just trying to say.
Hoisted by his own retard.
No, but look at Ash Sridhar and all the others, what they've done, no, for the Indian team. Like they do
He
like a
gives
bunch
medal,
of these
macha.
things.
Yeah,
Hey,
he
apart
gives
from the fucking medal, man, you focus on some players and you get some work done, no?
No, I think it was an observation made by all the English like media covering the series, that like how unserious like England looked in the lead up to every day's play, where like Australia were doing proper drills and stuff like that. England were just like getting together, having a kick and then turning up. I think just to continue with this whole
Yeah.
Bazball, like how poor they have been. I mean, their bowling coach all year was Tim Saudi, and he went off to play IL
What?
T20. Yeah, their bowling coach is Tim
Where is
Saudi.
Tim Saudi?
Yeah.
Wait,
And
wait, one
he
sec,
went.
one sec. Tim
Yeah,
Saudi
he-
has become England's bowling coach. He is fully retired, is it?
He was bowling coach who only plays like the IL T20 in Dubai when it happens, and unfortunately that happened to coincide with the Ashes. So Tim Saudi decided that the IL T20 is more important.
It must be noted that England bowling coach Tim Saudi was selected for IL T20, who was not selected despite putting his name in the auction and creating lots of content around it.
No, but this was one of the things that I think came up on Great Cricketer, right? This is a brilliant clip. I think it was a episode where Cameron Ponsonby was there, where apparently there was a rumor that Dale Steyn has been approached to be
Yeah.
bowling coach for England for the Ashes, and that happened I think sometime in late November or early November or late October or one of those things, right? And then basically Cameron Ponsonby reached out to Dale Steyn to say, did something like this happen? And he said, yeah, they approached me, but I said no. And his point was, they booked Noosa actually 1 year before the Ashes,
Yeah.
making that the most prepared part of the Ashes for England, right? They're like literally 1 month before the Ashes, they're actually looking for bowling coaches. So that's how
Actually,
bad it
Tony,
has been.
I wanted to ask you, since you're the Australia expert on this podcast now. The rest of us went to Australia last year, but we actually had cricket to watch, right? Unlike you at Melbourne. So we didn't explore this Noosa part of the country. So tell us about this Noosa. Do you actually need to make bookings 1 year in advance? Is it like very crowded? Is it full of kangaroos?
4
What is
days
the
back
deal?
only he went to the country. Now you're like asking him for like tourism.
Doesn't matter. Right now, he is the expert. He has to step up. Just like Zach Crawley steps up as an opening batsman. Same thing. Tell us.
No, I think it's just that it's like Queensland and one of those resorty places, right? So it's also summer in Australia. They're crazy about sun, like, but also get drunk and stuff. To be honest, I honestly don't have a problem with whatever they're doing off the field. I think it's been a little bit overhyped that Ben Duckett was caught being drunk outside somewhere trying to get back to the big deal, man. Like, as long as you play, your
Haven't you
game
seen him
doesn't
batting?
matter.
He's been caught drunk in the middle of the field only.
The most intriguing thing, actually, if you really see and examine it, is the Harry Brook story, right?
Yeah.
So the Harry Brook thing, it happens in New Zealand, right? Which is way before the Ashes in the ODI series, right? Apparently, clearly he has been disciplined, he has been fined, whatever. Everything has been kept quiet. Very coincidentally, the Telegraph reports it just when the day England lose the Ashes. It's like they were waiting for England to lose the Ashes and then they break the story. So here is my theory, as you know.
No, it's not
media
the losing
insider.
the Ashes, right? It's like after the Ashes ends.
Let him finish.
After the
After
Ashes
the
ends.
Ashes,
Ashes is
fine,
over,
after the
correct.
Ashes.
Yeah.
So
I
clearly-
have a
Yes.
theory which I think is also PGK's theory. So if it's not his theory,
So
I
my
have one
theory
more
is very simple. My theory is that the Telegraph obviously got the story before. right?
Correct.
But there was some kind of arrangement
Embargo.
/ some kind of this thing that was
Of
told
course,
by the
100%.
ECB saying, please
One second.
wait until the Ashes are over
No.
and then you can release the story, because we also have 3-4 other stories
So-
we want to bring on to screw people
PGK.
over. Huh.
PGK. Come on. You've seen enough politics to know this. Okay. So
No,
suddenly
obviously
there is one second.
Chronology
Suddenly there is five matches over, 4-1 you've lost. Suddenly there is pressure on Rob Key, McCullum, Ben Stokes. Okay. Ben Stokes doesn't want to lose captaincy no matter what. What does he do?
No matter, no
Who's
matter.
next in line? Harry Brook.
Avana
Kill him dead. Dead in the water. That is all.
is like
No more
no
conversation.
more
Now
conspiracy
VaMu is saying,
theory.
hey, zero pressure on Ben Stokes. He only is captain. Bloody Ben Stokes averaged 16 with the bat in this Ashes, man. 16 runs
Yeah,
or 18.
tell me
something.
one person in England who is calling for Ben Stokes' head after this, basically. People are calling for McCullum's head, people are calling for Rob Key's head, but like nobody is calling for Ben Stokes' head because he continues to be the messiah.
Hello.
I love how they are calling for Rob Key's head. Imagine when India were completely shit back in the day. Nobody called for Jagmohan Dalmia's head, right? Why are people calling for board president, director, whatever his role is? I don't know.
No, director of cricket.
Our director of cricket.
Isn't he director?
Hey, who is
Yeah,
India's
he's
director
director.
of cricket?
India doesn't have director of cricket.
Jesha.
India.
Who are the England selectors since PGK and VaMu are here? I think it is important.
Andrew Strauss. I'm just
No,
guessing.
they.
No,
I
who
think
are the England selectors?
I think the McCullum sits on it, Rob Key sits on it. They have one
There you go.
selector, I
So
think.
it is
who's-
selector.
Yeah, he's a former player. If I'm not mistaken, I think it's their ex-English opener. There's this guy called Alistair Brown. I think he's
Ali Brown. Ali
I
Brown
think
is there.
I think he is. I mean, it's one of that Sharjah gang basically.
Yeah, exactly. You guys remember Ali Brown and Dougie Brown,
No,
right? From
no,
97.
Tell us about Ali
Dude,
Brown.
Adam Hollyoak's team, the Sharjah 97 team,
Yeah.
that was the original Bazball, by the way. They
Yeah,
completely
correct.
reinvented one-day cricket for about 3 months, where they won 4 games.
So
They are
basically
still
exactly
right
like
now.
Bazball. Okay, same one. Yeah, right.
Same thing. Adam Hollyoak, Ben Hollyoak, Ali Brown, Dougie Brown, Matthew Fleming, who is the nephew of Ian Fleming, who is the creator of James Bond, Ian Austin.
Wait,
All
what?
these guys. Yeah, da.
Yeah,
You
and
don't know this.
and
Matthew Fleming
Mark
was
Elam.
like...
I didn't know this. I have no idea.
Matthew
what
Fleming.
it
You
is.
remember Matthew Fleming, right? The medium pace bowler
No.
who got Tendulkar
I
stumped in that
I
first
remember
game.
Matthew
Hey,
Fleming.
that is
Down
damn
the
Ian
outside.
Fleming. da.
death over specialist bowling Ganguly's pace.
He got Tendulkar stumped in the 90s down the leg side in that 97 tournament. Alex Stewart standing up to the stumps, collects it down the leg side. whips
Oh,
the
this is
pace.
like Kohli getting Kevin Peterson with first ever T20 ball.
Hey, Dhoni,
And
not
Dhoni
Kohli.
stumping him.
Dhoni. Yeah, but that was not out. Peterson has been clarifying for 10 years. That was given not out, guys.
Because even if you see the reels, right? The reels correctly cut at the DRS. Okay.
Exactly.
Umpire gives out and people are like, oh my god, this is cinema.
Oh my
Okay.
God, this is cinema. Fuck, are you serious? Ali Brown is the selector. This explains everything about English cricket. Not that there was anything that needed to be explained.
So it's basically Rob Key and McCullum with the majority votes, which means it's McCullum and Stokes. Which means
is
like
the
it's
problem.
basically like
Somebody locked up English cricket and robbed the key.
who are posh and haven't played county cricket and are just randomly there for vibes. Basically, this is the major allegation against
No,
England.
sorry, my apologies.
He's wrong.
It is-
Vamu is wrong.
It is not Ali Brown.
have
It is
Who
a
could have
very
predicted?
similar.
Wait, who is it? It's not Ali Brown.
He
It's
usually
not
gets-
Ali Brown. We are sorry, bits and pieces listeners. We have to show a clarification.
Very similar character called Luke Wright, basically. So yeah.
Hey, Luke Wright is 3 generations younger than Ali
Yeah,
Brown.
yeah.
Luke
Wright
Wright.
is Garibon ka Ishan Kishan. Okay. So
Dude,
it's not
Luke
like
Wright is what I tell my son to do before crossing the road. Look left,
Yeah,
look
look
right,
right,
look left again, then cross the road. Garibon ka Ishan Kishan.
The Luke Wright is budget Nitish Kumar Reddy. Da.
No, I
Dude,
used to
Luke
open it
Wright
all
was-
in T20.
Ah,
which
so
we- Huh.
Correct. Nitish Kumar Reddy is the right example. He's an actual all-rounder. I don't know where Ishan Kishan came from.
No, did Luke Wright used to open? He used to open for England. for like
Manoj Prabhakar also used to open. So what?
no, but he used to be that opener like
Right.
that never really.
Let me
like,
get back to some
You
Sorry,
wait
sorry,
for
sorry.
the you wait for the next test series. Wait for Nitish Kumar Reddy to open. You will be happy then. Basically.
you tell this in India section, but just to clarify, so basically selection is also
India section.
McCullum.
What is India section? Some expose this guy doing India pavilion में जाके बात करो. ये England pavilion है.
Okay, wait, once again, since we're also talking about media stories, the other thing that happened at the end of 4-1 was these set of stories that started coming out saying that Brendan McCullum can continue, but if he has to continue, he has to accept that he has to change his ways. That was the unnamed sources that are telling these stories across a bunch of publications. Then Brendan McCullum does an interview and he says, ECB cannot tell me what to do. Right? So I'm like, okay, how do you now resolve this? Okay. On one hand, people are saying, unnamed sources are saying, you have to change if you say, I will change my approach, we will keep you. And this guy is saying, you can't tell me what to do.
To be fair to Brendan McCullum, he never had a plan. Okay. Bazball was something that happened back in the day, which some cricket info guy only coined. No.
Correct.
Like the way they've played.
Andrew Miller को left-handed insult patak some cricket हो गए.
How does it matter? Cricket for only not relevant. Some journalist within cricket.
He was the big boss. Why do you call him a journalist?
That only. No, so anyway, the point is that it's never been one consistent philosophy. They've played like randomly every now and then. The only thing that has remained consistent is they make stupid quotes to the media from time to time and like walk with some swagger and like suck at everything. They've not won anything, even in England, right? Like with India, the last 2 times they drew. With Australia, they've drawn. I don't know if they've ever played South Africa. The only meaningful thing that they've done is win against New Zealand at some point and Pakistan, I guess. Like, why are we even discussing this? Like, so for McCullum, there's never been like one approach per se, right? Like people come and play the way they want to, and then like he says he's freeing them or whatever. Some rubbish it is. So,
and after losing 3-2 at home, they said it was one of the greatest Ashes ever. This is like the state of
no, it was 2-2.
No, 2-2. Now you'll make them lose also.
At home in England.
2-2.
Oh, it was 2-2. Oh, sorry. After 2-2 at home.
Correct. This is how history gets rewritten behind paywalls. False news.
Last two Australia, last 2 India series in England were 2-2 only.
Correct.
Hmm.
Oh. No.
Unless...
India was 2-1, but one of test. Old joke.
Shaskol.
If listeners have any idea, please go listen to Bits and Pieces episode number 37 or something. I guess that's where the joke is.
It makes no sense, right? England are famously known for changing their prime minister every 3 months. Why are they not changing their coach? I don't understand. Like, guys, you need stability in the more important things. No, your cricket coach, you can let him go. He's done. He did whatever he could. You won some some new Duke ball came, you took advantage, you won a few test matches. It served its purpose for its time, or did not. Whatever, but move on. No, try something new now. It's okay. I mean, like, let Zach Crawley go away. He's not a test cricketer. We always knew it. Like,
are there even people who want the job? Is the question.
Ravi Shastri will go, man. Like, what? Why not? Give him a challenge.
Yeah, it'll be amazing.
Dude, it'll be the first ever instance of an Asian coach for a Caucasian team. It's never happened before.
It'll be brilliant, I'm telling you.
It'll be amazing because then it'll also be when India play versus England, it's technically Gautam Gambhir against Ravi Shastri.
I will support England, man. I will support England, man. I'm sorry. I cannot
This is how Nitin supported Bazball also 3 years back. Same ring. This is how it happened.
Beautiful segue. No, the PGK.
The problem with like getting a new guy, I think, is they extended McCullum's contract only like 4 or 5 months back. Till 2027.
Oh, so he will go on strike because it is joint union.
No, I think
only as long as Keir Starmer is Prime Minister. No. It is there. One clause is there. That will change in another 2 weeks. They will get a new Prime Minister. One watermelon will become Prime Minister.
So for a country that doesn't have budget for fielding coach, they I think owe him like a multi-million pound like payout or something like that if they sack him basically. Which is why McCullum is saying, I won't change. You do what you want.
Okay, I have a radical counter suggestion. Right, forget Ravi Shastri, forget McCallum for a moment. What can actually change English cricket? They are looking for a fielding coach. What happened to their fielding coach? He went to no the whatever Tim Saudi was. He went to IIT20. Who did not get a gig at IIT20? Ravi Ashwin, fielding coach for England. Make Ashwin the fielding coach for England. It solves everything. It is so counterintuitive that it might actually work. Think about
This
it.
is really,
Machan,
this is really
Nitin,
tortured that Nitin. I expected better from you. This is very tortured.
What I wanted to say was there is this clip with Donald Trump where someone's asking him like, will you actually contest for a third term? I know it's not constitutionally allowed, but people are saying that you could be nominally the vice president, but actually like call all the shots, right? This is exactly what he's suggesting. And Trump's thing was, I think it's too cute. Right? I think Ravi Ashwin going there as fielding coach is exactly the same, right? Like,
Correct.
he can't be vice president, right? Not possible.
If you get him,
But
get him to
Ravi
be
Ashwin.
full coach, and then you see what
Yeah.
happens. Okay.
Otherwise, he'll use AI and
Yeah.
if Ashwin was a 1980s cricketer, this is what he would look.
Oh, you.
There is no AI which says, "What if I were vice president?" No.
Okay, fine. All right.
Like
I
my
guess
next question is like, does Ben Stokes even like deserve a spot as a cricketer in the English team, basically?
You
Fellow-
this only I asked.
yeah.
fellow-
First time VaMu is asking questions.
Okay,
instead of giving opinion.
I haven't seen the stats. In the list of England bowlers in this Ashes, where does he rank? Obviously, as
I
a
will
batsman,
tell
he contributed nothing.
He was
Defend-
he was their best bowler in terms of averages after Josh Tongue, is what I
No.
remember.
No,
Yeah.
there is no way.
Okay, what do you mean there is no
Nitra.
way? Like it is a mathematical
Fucking
calculation.
Copernicus proved the world is round, and then the bloody church came and said, "There is no way." Fuck off.
I
We will kill you.
mean, for how some of the stats
You're
from
saying
this series,
averages.
yeah, averages. Some of the stats from this series are
What do you want to
absolutely.
look at, Tony? What do you want to look at? Maximum pace.
Number of wickets.
Number of wickets also is
of
third
wickets.
highest. No,
He only kept bowling.
Oh, he's third highest means what?
and the third highest for England.
Third highest for England.
Third highest for England. Oh, that is where the bar is. Okay, sure. Oh,
Then
yeah,
how
sure.
many
okay.
bowlers did
What,
they
like,
have?
How
what-
many wickets
what-
did he get? What is his average? What is his
I'll tell one sec. I have the numbers. All of you are talking. I have the numbers in front of me. Okay. Ben Stokes for this Ashes got 15 wickets at an average of 25 with an economy of 3.72.
What is this like? This is like Usman Khawaja
Hey,
type.
Josh Tongue played only 3 matches. He has 18 wickets.
Yes, that's correct. That is correct.
Yeah.
That is 100.
I mean, some
And
of
then
the
cars and all
Cars
you're
is at
saying
the
is
top.
major thing.
22. That's true.
You want to denigrate Stokes, I understand. Why are you denigrating Cars? Because he's ahead of Stokes.
Dude, cars, please. Okay, one second. Can I just say one advantage of being
Basically,
in the
Tony's
Australia-
point is Stokes is so useless that he's not even as good as Cars. That is the point Tony's trying to make.
Can I just say one advantage of being in the Australia time zone is that this garbage is all I got to watch, which is waking up in the morning and watching
Why?
Cars bowl absolute rubbish. Like he
Why
was
are
their
you
opening
watching
bowler
this?
throughout.
Just because in the time zone you'll watch it. What is wrong with you?
We are talking about this, Dad.
But Tony, I think
All that is fine,
Don't-
Tony, but who are the batters? Okay. Khawaja, Weatherald, alright. Who else? Labus Kagne. Okay, these are the guys, man. Come on.
But
No,
there,
no,
there was a
I think
brilliant
22
tweet
wickets
somewhere,
against
no,
them.
where it said like Jofra Archer, despite bowling at this pace, can't take any wickets, and someone said it is, and Stark is better, and someone said it is really unfair because Stark gets to bowl at English batters and Jofra Archer has to bowl at Australian batters.
I mean,
He
if
can't
you are
bowl
if
to
you are
English batters.
if
So,
you're
yeah.
crying over having to watch Cars this Ashes, I mean, like England have been so shit in the Ashes in Australia. I think there was some stat or something. Cars, I think he picked up 22 wickets, right? It's the most number of wickets by an English bowler in an Ashes in Australia since 1975 or 1980 or something of that sort, basically. Like that's how bad like English bowlers have been in Ashes, basically. It's like a mind-blowing stat. That just goes to show like how shit England bowlers have been in Australia in like prior years,
No.
basically.
Hey,
Yeah.
no, da.
What?
One second.
Again, no.
There is this problem with bowling share of wicket stats that I have is that you can only take 20 wickets, right? And like if no one else is taking 20 wickets, someone has
Correct.
to.
Tony has a
That's like
point.
such a rubbish stat. Yeah.
No, correct. And England only pick 2 bowlers anyway every match. So those 2 bowlers, whoever they are, will get wickets. But Mamu's point and your point are not very different. England have always been shit. Doesn't have to negate your point, Tony, that England this time were shit. We agree.
That's all. Yeah, correct.
Okay.
Which is why I say the only point is that can we bury Bazball and move on? Because as it stands, England are yet again 7th in the WTC table. Just ahead of them is India at number 6.
Okay. Can we bury?
Okay, guess the
Bazball
top 2.
and move
Guess
on?
the top 2. Guess the top 2.
Okay.
Australia, South Africa.
Yeah.
South Africa, definitely.
Australia.
Australia, South Africa.
Yeah.
No.
South Africa, Sri Lanka.
No.
Fucking
Australia,
New Zealand,
Sri
is it?
Lanka.
South Africa,
New Zealand is at the top. Okay. New Zealand is at the top.
It's
is it?
Australia and New Zealand, guys.
Shit.
Who has New Zealand played in the
You
WTC?
played WTC under the Southern Cross. You only played. Okay, it's fine. All right.
New Zealand
Australia
play?
New Zealand has played only 3 matches.
They played West Indies recently, I think.
That only. That one draw, which was a heroic draw. So, like, they have 2 wins and 1 draw.
Those
Okay.
pitches are the
So can we-
opposite of
can-
baseball.
Can we bury Bazball and move on? Yes. Yes.
I'm not Rob Kida, who will I bury?
Okay. Let's spend.
We
10
are
minutes
not
talking
here
about
to
India.
praise baseball. We are here to bury it. Done.
We buried it. Okay. Let's spend 10 minutes talking about India.
Dude,
Should we? Which
Yes.
format?
Jesha, by the way, has come up this quote, right, which went viral about हम दिल नहीं मैच नहीं कप नहीं जीता बट दिल जीता in 2023 बट हमने बाद में बारबाडोस में जाके झंडा गाड़ेंगे. He said that first. He has then gone on and a couple of other times said we actually did it also. He said Rohit Sharma ne Barbados. Actually, somebody went to Rohit Sharma after that match and said, please go and plant a flag because Jesha has said it because we are now going to use it. And that is why he did that thing. Okay, and
That is when Jacob Bedell moved to England. In India
he
flag.
gave up. He gave up. It is better to play for Bazball than to continue to live in this cursed land. That is why that was his takeaway. Now, this was in the context of some Olympic bid that India has made. Right? They want to host. Neeta Ambani wants to host the Olympics in 2034. I don't know.
No, I don't think she wants to host it.
Every floor of Antilia is a different venue. However, Bangladesh is not allowed. Pakistan is not allowed. Half the countries are not allowed. Okay, I don't know who will play. CSK versus Mumbai Indians, final of Olympics 2034. Kabaddi. Okay, this is going to happen. It's happening. But this fellow then later also said, लेकिन हम 2034 में ओलंपिक्स में हम 10 मेडल 100 मेडल जीतेंगे. He first said 10 medal, then he made it 100 medal. Okay. This video I was listening to like a couple of days back. Lots of shit is going on in Indian cricket which we are not even aware of, guys. Like,
This is not even cricket. He's talking about Olympics. Okay, this is not even cricket. So let's go on.
I saw that speech fully.
exactly. It was in some Lodha. It was in Bombay only. It was some here on the Bombay.
VaMu is some housefly, you know. Whatever garbage he finds, he will go and sit on it.
He's everywhere.
1 hour shit.
He's a housefly on the wall. Except the wall has cow dung, which has been Gaumutra and cow dung have been applied. He goes and sits on those walls.
It happened
Vamu.
while he was like flagging off some marathon in Rajkot or Surat or
Jhanda
something.
Gandhi.
When he first like increased India's Olympic medal tally from
10
6
से
to
100 कर दिया वो.
6 to 8, and what we won also he increased in 2020,
history.
like whenever the last Olympics was.
8 medal,
Then he
8
said-
medal हमको. Yeah, exactly.
I think we won 6. I think he increased it to 8. Then he said, हम 10 medal जीतेंगे 2036 में. Then he increased it to 100.
100.
Then he said 100 में 10, at least 10 चाहिए गुजरात से.
At least
And-
2 minutes छोड़ेगा सर.
And at least 3 चाहिए ये जो मैराथन दौड़ रहे हैं उनमें से basically. Random shit.
At least 3.
Yeah. 3
Hey, only 3 medals are given one category. Na. At least 3. How can he say? Gold, silver, bronze, तीनों. I think new categories.
Nice.
I think in that Olympics they'll come up with new categories. Leather medal, paper medal. That's possible, right? Like you come 10th also you get medal.
Fair play medal da.
Okay. Can we now can we talk about the ODI series? I
Yeah,
guess.
no,
Okay.
once again. So just to
Against
give,
the
just to give
WTC
the-
table toppers.
Okay.
Just to give the switch, right? Finally, Indian cricket, we're not talking about Jay Shah as the main character. It is
Yeah,
Gautam
in the
Gambhir.
last 10 minutes, we
And
didn't speak about Jesha at all.
Yeah, no, but I'm saying that Jay Shah is not the main character anymore, right? It's Gautam Gambhir, and there's
How can you
one
say it's
thing-
not Jesha? Jesha has always been the main.
There is
I'm
no
speaking
main
for
character.
1.4 billion Indians.
Billion people,
please.
yes, exactly. Yeah.
No, so what I was saying earlier was that essentially there have been like amongst the three top cricketing nations, there have been like three sort of radical shifts in how their cricket needs to be played, right? Obviously,
New Zealand, South Africa, England. What? Oh, okay.
Brendan McCallum and Ben Stokes with Bazball, who basically fallen on their own sword. Then there is Pat Cummins, who's basically gone against
Clean
Justin
energy.
Langer and the old boys, right? And
Yeah.
they've done really well. And the third one is Gautam Gambhir, who is now finding himself in like up shit creek without a paddle, because obviously like no one likes Gautam Gambhir, even he doesn't like himself, right? Like that is
Yeah.
the place
And you,
where
and
he
you know
finds
that
himself.
things are really bad because ESPN Cricinfo has written an article about it. So you know that things are really bad.
Oh no.
It's now safe to talk about Gautam Gambhir and say, maybe he's not doing such a great job.
Yeah.
Yeah. Sid Monga opening like 9 Mongia, that one. Lightning rod.
151 at Feroza Kotla.
Yeah. So let's talk about Gautam Gambhir and VaMu. Between the last bits and
No,
pieces
VaMu is
episode
very
and this
important
one,
because
you've
VaMu
fallen
changed
off
his
the-
mind about Gautam
Exactly.
Gambhir because of the South Africa series. So tell us, VaMu, what happened? What
What
was the
happened
straw? What was the
What
straw
was-
that broke your
Like,
back?
What was the
Which South
straw
Africa
was-
series? Sorry. I'm like so lost. When did
Like-
India? Oh, the test series. Oh, fuck. How could I forget?
like,
Yeah. 2-0. Yes. Vamu, tell us.
like, who gives Ganguly a clean chit and all that? Da? Gautam Gambhir. Like there was this whole this
the
thing
pitch.
about Ganguly like fabricating a pitch against interest of Indian cricket and all that. Gautam Gambhir comes out and says, "No, this pitch is exactly what I asked for. Like it played perfectly and all that." We lost so badly. Next game we put out a more traditional test wicket and we lost even more badly there at Guwahati basically. So
Yeah.
no, I
Okay.
think
So Gautam Gambhir's three formats basically since our last episode. Nitin, to catch you
They're
up, has
called
been
Gautam Gambhir's 3 formats.
three formats. Okay, his test match, he basically got screwed over in Eden Gardens. He said no players have no mental ability to take pressure, that this and all. Got screwed in whatever. Where's the second test?
Guwahati.
Then
I remember.
then he went on to the ODI series where he didn't want Robro and Kohli to come back, asked them to go and play domestic cricket and all. Both of them played exceptionally well. Kohli 2 centuries, Rohit 1 century, I think, whatever they won that series. Then he went to T20 saying Shubman Gill is our guy, that, this and the other. And then announced a T20 World Cup team with
Pavanai Shavamai.
Shubman Gill dropping what is that other guy, Jitesh Sharma, suddenly out of the blue. Ishan Kishan.
Ishan Sharma. Who, by
Luke
the way,
Wright
Ishan Sharma is
has made a
killing it,
comeback.
by the way.
Well, he's killing it in VHT.
Killing
By
it
the
in-
way, Ishan
yeah,
Sharma.
yeah, he is- he
Fucking
really
new
is,
ball,
yeah.
3 for 30 and all he's bowling. Indian pitches. Amazing.
So yeah, so these are the three formats of Gautam Gambhir. Test gone, T20 gone, ODI. Others are planting flag on his chest.
And somebody also pointed out that ODI after winning the series, Gautam Gambhir did not put any announcement saying well done
correct,
boys
correct.
and all. But after
Correct,
T20, he was like, yes, come on, well done boys. So, which boys play matter, it seems. But okay.
So we should talk about this thought experiment, no? Where Gambhir goes to England and Bazball comes to India. Brendan McCallum.
But they first
I mean,
let's
it's-
talk about the present
in
before
a
getting into
move that
hypothetical.
improved both the teams significantly.
Jeffrey Boycott likes this.
Exchange program, but okay.
no, I think the T20 World Cup, like unless India win it, I think
Okay,
Gambhir
when is the
gone.
T20 World Cup? It is in India, right?
Where is the
he-
T20
he said-
World Cup? What is the T20 World Cup? Do
Why
you know
is
this
the
is
T20 World Cup?
this T20 World Cup is a huge move by the ICC, by the way. Until now, every World Cup, some 7 teams, 8.5 teams have been playing. This World Cup, some 25 teams are playing. Italy is playing, I think. Okay, some rando countries are playing. If you look at the
25 are not playing. Okay, but
20
yeah,
teams.
okay.
I think 20 teams are playing. 20 teams are
Italy is playing.
No, I think
No, I don't know if
I
Italy
think
is
it's
playing. I might have
16 teams if
exaggerated,
I'm
but I
not
think Papua New
mistaken.
Guinea, someone is. Lot of teams are playing in the first
Actually, he's
round.
right. 20 teams. 20 teams are
Yeah,
playing in India.
in the first round, the first round is going to be as boring as the 2000. I don't want to talk about a tournament that has not yet ended, but it is going to be as boring as the opening round of the 2007 World Cup. That has ended. We
Yeah.
can agree. This is a huge move by the ICC, by the way, right? I think all the major teams will hopefully go through that opening round, but now Bangladesh is not going to play in India, or have said they won't play in India. Pakistan is not playing in India. Suddenly, Sri Lanka have become Bangladesh's best friends, guys. We are living in that universe where Sri Lanka and Bangladesh have become friends. Friendship ended with XYZ. That format.
S. Jaishankar, Jazz Ball.
Since we said Jesha is no longer the talking point or the big boss, Nitin has started using big move by ICC, it seems. Big move by ICC.
But this was penciled in before Jesha took over ICC. Come on.
Oh,
let us
as
be
if
frank.
like it was an independent body then basically. What I like,
All I'm trying to say is Jesha had nothing to do with this move. But actually, who are India's group mates in the first round? I think they're playing Pakistan.
I mean, of course, they're
Probably.
playing Pakistan because
And I think
we all know how that works.
USA
I'll tell you,
or-
it's India, Pakistan, USA, Netherlands, and Namibia.
And what are the other
Oh,
teams in this
that's
tournament?
a group of death there.
Yeah, group of death. That's why cricket goes to die, basically.
Exactly. we
This
will die of
tournament-
boredom. But yes, what are the other groups you're asking?
Yeah.
Ah.
Give answers.
Seriously, what other group? How does it
Exactly. I mean, what?
No,
how does it
Is
matter?
it Italy playing this World Cup? No, Italy is not.
Italy is
Yeah,
playing
they
this
are,
World
they
Cup.
are.
Italy is
Italy is playing this World Cup.
they are playing this World Cup. Okay.
Dude, I didn't make that up, man.
No, no, no,
PGK,
no, by the way-
please
by the
tell
way,
me
that-
Italy is playing in Ahmedabad.
good question.
Both heads of the countries.
At both the world leaders are going around in a chariot holding hands. Oh God, too much. Okay, amazing. Tailor made for this. But anyway,
the friend of the pod's favorite trivia, no, Italy playing the World Cup and Joe Burns captaining Italy. But now I think Joe Burns and Italy have also put Ladai, and Joe Burns is no longer with Italy.
okay. One second. Let me just say the actual group of death. Okay, the actual group of death.
How
is
did
Group
Italy
C.
make it? They're the only
One second.
random team.
The
By
Joe
the way. All the
Burns.
other teams have played
Listen,
cricket
da.
before.
Playing
Listen
FIFA
to
World Cup
group of
qualifier.
death. Listen to group of death. England, West Indies, Bangladesh, Nepal, and Italy. Who will watch this, dude? Who is coming to watch this game? I don't understand. They played Alur or what? Who will come for this?
No,
Imagine
exactly. The
Nepal
first
versus
round is
Italy.
going to be so boring. Nobody's going to watch. Nobody is going to watch this, and it's happening in two different countries. By the way, this is exactly what cricket needs to do, huh? FI. Because if you don't use T20 to spread this game, then what is the point of the sport, man?
Or like that.
If you don't
So
get,
like make
three
it
new
boring.
countries-
Make T20 boring also. Like
I think it's okay. First round being boring is okay, but you have to do something, no? Like, what is the point of saying 7 teams playing? That number is also dwindling. Teams are bankrupt. They can't play. Get some Italy.
so no matches in Bangalore, PGK? Is this true?
No, I don't think so. I don't think matches are there in Bangalore.
I love how this discussion. I don't think.
What is
New
our
KSA
dear friend doing about it, Da?
Our new KSA president is trying his best to change that. It'll happen. Okay, cool. I got a bounce. Let's wrap up with. I don't know. What do you want to wrap up
Oh,
with? Do you have to? Is there something to wrap
muslin
up?
cloth.
Okay, let's talk about the ODI series. I guess there is the
Sure.
New Zealand India ODI series. Again, let's find out what's happening. I think there are two ODIs.
Oh, it's
and five
about to
T20s.
happen. Oh, I thought it finished also.
This year, like full WPL schedule is such that like there are no WPL matches the day Indian men's cricket team is playing, basically.
I know what he's saying, though I didn't hear it. I know what he said. Basically, there are gaps in the WPL which are filled by this ODI series.
Wonderful. Once
That
we
is
have
why I'm
reached that
putting-
point in the podcast where you're speaking rubbish, okay, because of a poor internet connection, and the other person can understand, that is where the podcast has to end. So it's okay.
Great episode of BNP, guys. This is like the Canberra ping ball test in
I had
between
so much
the
fun.
ashes. Where
This is the trip to Noosa, guys. This is what it was. Huge gap.
Vamu has fucked off. He has no idea how to get home. We'll see a video.
And 2 months later, the Telegraph will publish a story on this. So it's fine. Okay. Have fun, people.
Okay, thank you so much for joining us for the revival of Bits and Pieces. Yes.
Have fun.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye.
Stop.
Bye.